What's a VTuber? Well, I'm a VTuber. It's an anime-styled avatar instead of showing your own face on stream. And even in the VTuber space, there's darkness in the corners of the community, as you really never know who's behind the anime avatar. It could be, your wholesome, everyday human, or it could be something much, much worse. Hello, everybody! It's me, Stumpus, and today we're going to be talking about a loser, creep, and degenerate Wyrmbreeze, a small VTuber that, despite his knowledge of dinosaurs, didn't understand the age of consent. Shout out to Lufina for the document and all the extra information and helping me edit this script, because she is a straight up goat. And with that out of our way, let's dive right into the situation. Wyrmbreeze is a 20-year-old to soon be 21-year-old VTuber that's on Twitch, YouTube, and, little spoiler for later in the video, Kick. His avatar is hints of blue and red, or on his new avatar, it's orange and brown, and honestly, his avatars don't look that good. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. He loves talking about dinosaurs and will talk on them for hours. Ask me how I know. Anyways, Worm will also talk about dinosaur facts and theories kind of out of the blue and will get very pissed off if you don't agree with him, making it hard to conversate sometimes from his peers that I have asked. Now that you know he's a bit of a goofy goober, let's talk about some allegations brought up by me and his peers. The allegations are simply being a filthy fucking degenerate, spamming the shit out of people, and just overall being manipulative. In late December 2023, Wyrmbreeze acted drunk out of nowhere, trying to seemingly get the attention of Luffy, which is Lufina's coined nickname in her community, by the way. Just like an ex on a bad day, to be honest. You know, when your ex texts you just because she's bored, she'll just start blowing up your fucking phone. At the time, she had received multiple spam calls and quickly got frustrated. I got pissed, honestly, because he did the same thing in my server, because I didn't know he was a degenerate at the time. I just kind of let someone bring him in, I'm not going to name any names. It's not his fault. He didn't know either. So I completely understand her frustration. He followed up with this on the second day of 2024, which is, by the way, January 2nd, as you guys will see on the screenshots. What he did was tell a Latino person, go back to your country. Now, if that isn't the most Donald Trump shit you've ever heard, yeah, it's only going to get downhill from this. Then he proceeded to spurg out and not only spam her again, but barricade his door with random furniture, showcasing his obsession with Luffy and his minor girlfriend that was on the server, which he was timed out on a week, which basically means you can't, join calls, shoot people messages. You could still see stuff, I think. I'm not sure. I've never been timed out. But I just don't think you could join the call, or maybe it's just like a temporary kick. I don't know what being timed out is, but that's what I think it is it's just like a temporary kick. Someone could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Quick side note, by the way, she didn't condone this relationship, but was unable to pursue any action, and he was in Massachusetts, which the age of consent is 17. Now, if he was 19 or 18, I would kind of not care, but since he's 20 and he kind of knows what he's doing, yeah, he's a fucking creep. And yeah, it's a pretty big failure on other states that don't agree that it's 18, because everybody in the world agrees that it's 18. Anyways, back to the allegations. On the 4th, he contacted Lufina first, and he guilt tripped him. Her, my bad. Sorry, homie. Then followed up about complaining about his mom basically helping him shower, which is kind of fucking goofy because he's 21. But, you know, whatever. He kind of rebutted by saying he didn't need help, but it's obvious on this next part I'm going to read that he needs a little bit more than help. And it's shown in the document, by the way, what I'm going to be putting on screen, that he can't do basic adult things like pay rent, bath, cook, clean, respect boundaries, or get a job. Honestly, it's pretty bad and very incompetent to not be able to do anything on his own. Later that same day, though, he freaked out again, accusing her moderators of stealing his underage girlfriend. Which, let's be real here, no one's a fucking idiot enough to do. Nobody wants to fucking date a minor, other than you, Wyrmbreeze. Which I know you're gonna watch this video because I'm gonna tag you in it. So, after this plan failed, he reverted to being back full force on the TISM and tried to manipulate her again, which that didn't fucking work because she called him out on it, saying that he's being a control freak, which by the looks of the DMs you guys are going to see, looks perfectly fine. This led to him sending pics of him and his underage girlfriend and trying to spam call her again, which is yikes. However, this day is still not over. Imagine that, right? Imagine that this guy, this fucking Spurg, right, is just keeps, you know, sending you messages, spam calling you, showing you messages with minors. I would probably just fucking freak out. I'd go gorilla mode on him, honestly. Like, I'd beat his ass. But she's a way better person than me. So, basically, what happens is he sends another picture, and, you know, of the conversation again. But he also, it's revealed that he manipulated his parents into doing whatever he wants, making Luffy very uncomfortable. And to be honest, after reading this document, it made me uncomfortable. After this, he confronts a moderator for honestly doing their job, for timing him out, about bitching about his home life, claiming that the moderator sabotages him. Anyone with a brain that can read the doc can see this never happened. Then Luffy told him how it should be. Worm instantly ignored her, though, because, well, his brain is like a porn star's ass. It's very smooth. And said he was going to be focusing on money and bitches. However, let's just hope these bitches will be of age. Lufina pretty much had enough of Worm and told him goodbye in a very polite manner, as she did care with him. So much that she even offered to move him in and help him, like, learn how to pay rent and stuff, which he didn't give a fuck. He just was bored and desperate and trying to probably mooch off of her. Lufina pretty much just, at this point, you know, was pretty done, because she has a huge heart and she was willing to put everything aside to try and help this man-child, which isn't her fault. She was just being a very good person. His underage girlfriend dumped him, which is a very good part on the story. She got away from him before he was able to pull the P. Diddy. So that's very, very good. And shortly after that, Luffy blocked him on a lot of stuff. In April, he saw the doc and threatened to sue and said a bunch of horse shit on Twitter, which is a little retarded, I would say. And by the way, Worm, this isn't defamation. This is facts, and this would never hold in court. Shortly after I made this script, I learned that he's on the run and completely rebranded to Indorexo on Kick, as well as snuck back into the Prehistoric Kingdom server, which, oh boy, you're not gonna like where this is going still. Even after my friend of the channel, Omango, my bad, showed the owner evidence of his actions, he let him stay for the shittiest, dumbest fucking reason I've ever heard in a while, which is, well, he's not causing problems. He is a problem, retard! He is a problem! He's a pedo! Anyways, which, you know, there are minors on this server. It's about a dinosaur game. And it's the worst looking take I've heard in forever. In conclusion, Wyrmbreeze, aka Indorexo _VT, is like other degenerates, is a danger to himself and others. So I just avoid him and stay safe while browsing the web. There's a million different better options for collabs like yours truly or Luffy or Dima Sparks. There's a million other better options. Always try and vet people that come into your server so you don't get any drakes or mini lads roaming around in there, because that's just no fun. They prey on kids. I want to say a huge thanks to Luffy again for the document and extra info, and Omango for sniffing him out. In my honest opinion, I believe he should get off the internet and seek very professional help. Also learn how to be an adult and date an adult instead of being a degenerate creep that's also a spurg. And also get off VTubing and go outside and make friends his age and move on. Well, this is the first commentary video I've done. And yeah, I know, it's different. This is the end of the video. But I really enjoyed making this for the VTuber community and my fans. If you liked my video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more content, check out my previous videos. If you don't, then dislike it. It don't really matter to me. It's Stop Us! And I'm out. Later, my children. I hope you guys spread the word about this guy. Later. Later, alligator.